U.S. President Donald Trump's visit to Canada for the G7 summit has once again brought the tense relationship between the two North American nations to the forefront. This as a decline in Canadian tourism in the U.S. has led to some smaller American towns finding ways to draw their northern neighbors back down south. Timothy Lee tells us more.
Offering a host of hot springs and golf courses in the middle of Southern California, the vibrant oasis city of Palm Springs has long secured its reputation as a tourism hotspot, with the popular site attracting some 300,000 Canadian tourists each year. In recent days, visitors may increasingly find banners proclaiming Palm Springs' love for Canada hung around the city's center. This after the U.S.-Canadian relationship took a nosedive after U.S. President Donald Trump's tariff policy implementation and the American administration's threats to annex Canada. The deteriorating situation between the once allies resulted in a sharp decline in Canadians traveling down south. Palm Springs, which sees tourism as its primary source of income, has taken a direct hit from the diplomatic fallout. In a bid to salvage the relationship, municipal authorities have strengthened efforts to emphasize the friendship between their town and Canada. Rick, who has been running a jewelry store in Palm Springs for the last 8 years, noted that Canadians make up at least half of his clientele, and stressed Trump's opinions on Canada may not represent those of the American people.
Of course, they're still welcome to America. Welcome to Palm Springs, absolutely. Palm Springs and its occupants love Canadian people. It brings in tourism and long staycation revenues. So yes, it's important.
Canadian citizen Tim, who has been living in Los Angeles for 13 years and now works at a media company, said most Canadians believe Trump is only engaging in a war of words.
Women's rights or LGBTQ rights or immigration, that is the stuff that he is actually taking action on. But to distract you from all those serious issues, he will come up with these outlandish and almost silly claims.
Meanwhile, Tim noted that Trump's confrontational attitude towards Canada actually strengthened his country's resolve to preserve its sovereignty, while adding that both countries should not abandon their friendship over the current president.
Canada also has its own identity. We have our own things to offer and we have our own feet to stand on. So we don't always need the US to be next to us. We can stand on our own.
Timothy Lee, TVB News.